coming into the culture with trauma already.
Yeah.
Trauma is a big one that forms that fantasy, because you got to understand, people are feeling a certain way and they're looking for something to take care of this problem that they have, or whatever trauma they've been through. So they're looking for a quick fix.
Right.
And that quick fix starts that, it usually forms the fantasy.
You know, it's a lot of different dimensions to it, and we're going to cover a few. And, you know, this is from personal experience, you know, just dealing with a lot of people and seeing a lot of things, you know. Yes, a lot of people do come into the culture, you know, they try to come, they coming into IFA with this romanticized, you know, fantasized type of view of the culture. Like you said, like, you know, IFA is going to solve all my problems and I'm not going to have any more difficulties in life, or just different misunderstandings of what IFA is and what it isn't. You know, the fantasy of IFA can be, you know, I want to do something and let's say with IJ, receive IJ or get initiated to IJ or do an airball to IJ, but you don't have a business or you don't have an idea or a way to make the money. You don't have a vehicle for IJ to work through. You want to do conduit. You don't have a conduit, you know. You want to do a ball for your health, but you don't want to change your diet. You want to get out of a situation, you know, you're not really trying to change for the better, you know, and work and do the work, right? To work on yourself. You just want a quick fix, or you want to get out of trouble, or you want something, you know, fast money. You want to do a money ritual.
Quick fix. And
you'll do anything. You don't care about the you know, the repercussions, or there's so many different aspects and angles where people come into this with the wrong idea, and they just have this fantasy, like they're all different type of fantasies, you know, versus the truth of IFA, which we'll get into in a moment.